What's going on, you guys? This video is going to be part 2 of a 4-part series on how I won a classic challenge. So if you guys enjoyed, I totally recommend checking out the other parts. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, subscribe, and let's get right into these matches. Going into this match, this is actually my 5th match of the tournament. So if you guys saw in my last matches, if you guys watched part 1, I was running Lava Hound after I ran Log Bait. So this guy's running a Royal Giant deck. So you guys can see I start off my push with Lava Hound in the back. That's how you gotta do it with Lava Hound pretty much. You either defend or you push, and I just started a push. So he goes Little Prince and he goes Royal Giant. That's a decent push from him, but I ended up placing Inferno Dragon, yep, just to kill the Royal Giant, and then I placed the Bomber just to tank some hits off the Royal Guard. Then I used Void to help kill the guard, and it ended up hitting it twice and hitting in the Little Prince once. That is perfect for me, because all that damage and value from that Void really helped, and the Little Prince wasn't able to get like more than I think 2 hits. So you can see here, he placed the Tesla. His Tesla helps kill the Lava Pups. The Lava Pups do some damage, not a whole bunch, but any damage is good for me. So you guys can see here, we are just chilling. We are just waiting. I play Barbs in the back just to cycle because I do have Evo Barbs. So he plays Knight in the back. I think he is running Evo Knight. I could be wrong though. So I go Lava Hound again, I believe, just to start another push. No, I'm wrong. I ended up defending here just because he is building a little bit of a push here, and I was worried he was going to do another Royal Giant push. Yeah, there it goes. So I knew he was going to do that, so that's why I played the Skeleton Dragons on the right side. And then my Inferno Dragon ended up targeting his Knight, which is actually really bad for me because his Royal Giant obviously is able to get the tower right there. But I make most of the situation, and I place my Lava Hound in front just to start a little bit of an attack. So his Void Spell ends up hitting my Skeleton Dragons and the Inferno Dragon, and hits the Inferno Dragon one more time. But the Inferno Dragon doesn't die from the 3rd hit, it gets away. So you guys can see here, I placed a Balloon in the back. Balloon is just going to rush up, immediately just do massive damage. That's the one thing with this Lava Loon deck, is as soon as that Balloon pops, if they do have a building such as Tesla, Inferno Dragon, or as soon as the Lava Hound pops, if they have a building or anything, you could place Balloon behind, and that building will be distracted by all the pups, and as what you just saw. So you guys can see here, I'm going Evo Barbs, and then I have Bomber. He goes Executioner and Knight. That's well played by him. The Executioner really does take out like everything right there. But you know what, I can't do much there because he already placed it. So I placed the Inferno Dragon just to help kill the Executioner, I believe. There wasn't much of a need for that, but yeah, I did go Lava Hound in the corner, or in the pocket, I think it's called. Just because that is a big play, and my Inferno Dragon didn't even get hit. So that is perfect for me. So you guys can see the Lava Hound pups did end up breaking, or did end up popping. And I placed my Barbs in the back. That was accidental by me, or it wasn't even accidental, it was just a bad play by me because he went Royal Giant in the pocket on my side. So he got a good attack there. So you guys can see, I used Void on his Executioner, and then I ended up placing the Bomber just to get a bit of extra damage. Now, I have a really good push here because his Executioner is his main Scatter Troop Destroyer, or Air Scatter Troop Destroyer, and then that ended up winning me the match right there. So that was a really good matchup, and let's get right into the next one. Alright, so going into this next match, we are versing Kuro Harchimo. I think that's how you name it, Kuro? I don't know. But this guy is running Log Bait. Now, Log Bait is one of the most annoying decks to verse if you're versing someone who is really annoying with it. Like, they know exactly what to do. Now, this guy is really annoying with his Log Bait, though I feel like he is a bit new to it, because I don't know why he went Princess in the back, in my opinion. Maybe he was just trying to just use it for my Lava Hound, though he didn't really need to. And then he goes Goblin Barrel just to get one hit with his goblins. I don't know. This guy was kind of playing weird, in my opinion, with the Log Bait, but he did end up doing good in the end. So he placed Inferno Tower really close to his tower up front. That, once again, that was really bad from him. But he does go Rocket, so that was a good play. Just because his Rocket did end up killing pretty much my whole push right there, as you guys saw. But, you know what? It's alright, because we're getting our Elixir back slowly. We are up, I think, 1 Elixir on him, just because he spent those skeletons. But he did cycle them, so it doesn't really matter that much. Now, I cycle my Evo, or my Barbs here, I believe, just to get Evo Barbs. Yeah, I cycle my Barbs. And he goes Princess to kill the Barbs, I believe, or he goes Log. Yeah, he goes Log. So that Log does some damage. I have to go Bomber in the back just to start getting Evo on my Bomber as well. And then he goes Goblin Barrel. He goes Goblin Barrel on the other side, so he kind of just wasted his damage on the right side unless he tries pushing both sides together. But that's not really super logical from Log Bait, I would think, unless the other person is like bridge spamming one specific side. So he goes Goblin Gang. He's trying to waste my magazine here. on my Dagger Duchess, even though he doesn't have Goblin Barrel in his cycle. So that was kind of a bad play by him because he could have used the Spear Goblins for more defense. So you guys can see here, he plays Inferno Tower and Knight. Just his Knight tank the Void hits for the Inferno Tower. So that was pretty well played by him. He is up damage on me right now, but it's alright. And then he places his Evo Skellies. He didn't really need to do that. He could have saved it for my Evo Barbs, honestly, so he didn't have to like waste a log or waste a princess or anything like that. But you know, he didn't do that, so it's just pros for me. So my Evo Bomber ends up killing his princess, even though my Evo Bomber didn't get too much value, and it ended up activating his King Tower right there from his play. Like, I don't have a lot of situations to use Evo Bomber, I feel like, here, unless I used it, like, right there would have been good, or right here, like, to go up on his Knight. But I am doing a Lava Hound push here, so I ended up using the Barbs just to help with the Inferno Tower. And you guys can see here, he ended up using his Rocket. That's huge for him, because his Rocket ended up not being able to take out all my troops because I split it on purpose with the Balloon, since he had to do that. Now he says good game here, he knows he's like almost beat, but he like obviously keeps trying. You want to keep trying when obviously you know that you are on a near same level as the other person, especially near the same health tower wise. So you guys see here, I'm still just pushing, still just drilling this guy with just like troop after troop, trying to get as much damage as I could, because I know he can't handle it because he is out of cycle. And we immediately win that match. That is perfect for us. And he was really low on elixir that whole match, so we're gonna get into the next one. All right, so in this match we are versing Matthias NTC, and this guy is running a Royal Giant deck as well, but this guy is different. He has Monk in his deck instead of the other cards that the guys had. I honestly forget what cards the other Royal Giant guy had. So he goes Royal Giant at the bridge immediately. Pretty sure that's what the last guy did with a little Prince in the back. So I go Void just to help kill that Royal Giant. It does go down, but it does get one extra hit, sadly, just because my bomb replacement was a little off. But you know what? That's alright. So he places Fisherman. Try to kill the bomber with the Fisherman, I think, just because he thought the Dagger Duchess was going to lock onto my Lava Hound first. So I ended up going Balloon just because he played Phoenix on my Lava Hound, so he doesn't have a lot of attack, I don't believe, or a lot of air defense right now since he uses Phoenix. So you guys see the Balloon ended up getting 2 hits, and the bomb ended up hitting the tower and the Phoenix. So that's really good for me. He places Royal Giant. He actually has a decent push here. Now I wait. Oh no, I didn't wait for the Phoenix to pop. I feel like that would have been a better play in my opinion if I waited for that Phoenix to pop. But you know what? I'm not in the same mindset I was in when I was in this match. So the Barbs kill the Evo Giant. He did get some damage off there, but obviously you can see our damage difference from the damage I got, and he got is way off, or is way different, I mean. So, I don't know, I'm definitely up on this match here. So Lava Hound is really all about applying pressure, and especially when they have like counters to your deck, like a lot of heavy ground troops such as P.E.K.K.A. or Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A. or Giant type of thing, where they're just spamming ground troops and you can't really distract with just your bomber and just your barbs if they kill them pretty quick and they're out of your cycle. So you guys can see his Phoenix ends up getting a little bit melted by the Dagger Duchess. I do need to support it so it doesn't do more damage. He ended up fireballing the Skeleton Dragons. He missed one of them though, so that's really good for me because I get a little tiny push with that Skeleton Dragon. But he ended up using his Royal Giant just to distract the Skeleton Dragon. I go Evo Barbs obviously to kill his Royal Giant. It didn't even ended up getting a hit. That is really good for me. That's perfect. His bomber kills my Barbs. Oh, it doesn't even kill him. He needed to use his... Okay, I just got a big push here. I didn't even realize. His Barbarian Barrel and his bomber didn't even kill my Evo Barb, so it just made it get a little push right there. So I just like made him get punished for that push because he messed up. So right here, I'm thinking I go Inferno Dragon. Yeah, so I go Inferno Dragon. Inferno Dragon is really helpful in this deck because if you are out of cycle with your Barbs, like I just was, you could use Inferno Dragon to kill any hard heavy troops, like I just did right there with the Royal Giant. So you guys could see my bomber, or my, oh my god, I can't talk now. My Balloon ends up getting 1 hit. I didn't even need to place it, but I'm just pressuring as much as I could. And God forbid he did get a tower, but I don't think it is possible for him to get a tower at this point. So we ended up winning this match, as you guys could see. This was a pretty good matchup in my opinion. I really did enjoy all these Lava Hound plays. I hope you guys enjoyed this part 2 of this 4-part series. Please let me know if you guys enjoyed in the comments, or just comment any video ideas or anything I could work on. It really does help, it really does motivate me. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a great day, you guys.